Okay, now we'll see the first command in DML, that is insert. So the name itself defined. So see, whatever I'm explaining, right, it's very simple terminology I'm using it. So what is the command you read here? So it will be very simple, that is very catchy to understand. The name itself, it says like insert. So we are going to insert a record into the table that we have created. So what was this table we have created? We created employee 1 as a table. Now that was an empty, that doesn't have any records loaded into the table. So now we will try to load a records into that particular table. So the note here is, while inserting a record into the table, all the field values would be given if there are any constraints specified to a particular fields. Otherwise it goes into error saying not enough values. So I spoke about constraints, right? So along with creating of a table, so in the table we have given field name and field data type. Along with that there are some particular constraints. So when there are any constraints, so we have to follow that constraints and we have to make sure we insert the tables in a correct format, right? Here is the syntax. So to insert a record into the table, so from trying to insert one record into the table, that is insert into emp1 values. So the first one was an employee ID and the employee name, it was like varchar2, it was a number and this was also number, so we are entering in the numbers. So whenever there is a character type, data type for the particular field, so you need to specify it in quotes. If you are not specifying into quotes, that will show an error message. When you are practicing it, you can try using that one as well. So since we know like this table had 3 fields, so I'm directly giving values to that particular fields. So there will be a situation where you wanted to update only 2 fields data. So you have 3 fields, but I wanted to update only 2 fields data. So earlier I updated all 3 fields data, right? I inserted a record related to further all 3 fields. So now I don't want to update all things, so just I wanted to update only 2 specific fields. So for that, what you need to know, you need to know the properties, right? So first I will be writing a command describe. Okay, I know the field names, employee ID, employee name and employee salary. Now you will be inserting, right, insert into employee 1 and you will be specifying 2 specific field names what you want to enter, and then related to then there is a value that is defined. Okay, so now you can see here, so earlier we have given 3 fields. Now you can see there are only 2 fields value that is updated. Okay,